Welcome back to Out of the Rough. I'm joined by my good friend Scott Williams. Scott Williams and I actually went to college together many, many years ago, and now he's become a small business attorney. And the firm is called the Small Business Law Firm.
Correct.
And I love that because you cater to smaller businesses.
Right.
Smaller business up to 500 employees. Is that what the definition is now?
A typical small business is everything from the startup sole proprietorship all the way up to about a 50-employee company. Most of our clients are around 20 employees or less, and it's about reaching a segment of the marketplace that a lot of law firms have left untouched.
Yeah. They're not being served.
No.
Yeah. Why should every company that's forming consider either a corporation or an LLC?
The main purpose, Fred, is for liability protection. When you're incorporating or forming an LLC for the business, you're creating a protection around those business liabilities to keep them contained in your business. The last thing you want is to invest money in your business, potentially lose that, and also lose your home, which you didn't want to put at risk because of a business liability.
So it puts a little wall up so you can't lose other assets if you lose in the business.
As a general rule, when you form a corporation or LLC, you limit your liabilities to your investment in the business, and that obviously requires you to form and maintain the entity properly, and you can't engage in things like fraud, but for the most part, if you play by the rules, you're going to maintain a compartmentalization between your business liabilities and your personal assets.
Personal assets. What's the difference between a corporation and an LLC?
Both are separate legal entities from the individual owners of the business. The main difference is that the LLC is designed to be more simplistic. The members of the LLC typically run the LLC, and there aren't multiple layers of management, whereas with a corporation you have shareholders who elect directors, who elect officers, and it's a more complex structure. It doesn't need to be, but for the most part, an LLC is simpler to maintain.
When I think of an LLC, I think of commercial real estate. Why do a lot of people buying commercial real estate put that real estate in an LLC?
Whether it's commercial or residential, most people that own real estate for investment purposes want to, A, limit their liabilities to the equity in the property, and many times you have multiple investors where you've got different investors and different percentages, and keeping things in a separate legal entity for accounting purposes is a lot more simple than having a general partnership or having co-owners as tenants in common.
Well, let's jump over to corporation, because a lot of people hear of different ways you can incorporate. You got a C corporation and an S corporation. What's the difference, kind of simplistic differences between the two?
Okay. All corporations are initially formed as a C corporation, and an S corporation is merely a tax election that once the corporation's formed, you elect a tax as officially a subchapter S corporation. The big difference between the two is the S corporation is a pass-through entity, meaning all of the profits and losses will flow directly to the shareholders in the form of a K-1. You have to take a reasonable salary for your services. The advantage for tax purposes is you can take that reasonable salary, have the rest of the money flow to you as dividends, and for a small business owner, you may be able to save quite a bit of money in Medicare or Social Security taxes compared with a C corporation. A C corporation is a complete separate taxable entity from the individual, and for the most part, the small business owner pays themselves a salary for whatever they want to take out of the business and try not to leave any money in the corporation to risk double taxation.
Well, this all seems kind of complex.
It can
really
be.
Does, but you simplify it, don't you?
Try.
Yeah. And someone looking to start their own business, where do they start?
They should contact an experienced small business attorney who knows the ropes of how to form entities and ask the right questions about their business. The story that I'll never forget is the plumbing contractor that came to me and said he went to, I'll leave the name off the conversation, an online document preparation service that was going to form his LLC. And after he formed the LLC and he paid the initial $800 first year's franchise tax, he then found out the State Contractors License Board wouldn't accept an LLC for his business. He had to flush that all down, waste his money, and then start over with us with a corporation. We could have saved him a lot of money because we knew the right questions to ask up front. And any good small business attorney will sit down with any potential business owner or existing business owner, ask a few questions, and for a free, no obligation consultation.
Yep. Well, thanks for coming. And those that want to reach you, how can they reach out to you?
Best way to reach our firm is our website, which is www.smallbusinesslaw.org, and give us a call.
A thorough man. Back in college, you were very diligent on everything. Thank you for the service to our country that you gave so many years to.
Thank you, Fred.
Appreciate it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this segment of Out of the Rough. Until we talk again, make it a great day. Bye-bye.